Welcome back to the Page You Go podcast, where there's no contracts and no commitments. Tonight, a little frog in the throat. Tonight we have a special guest, a friend to the pod, and a dear friend of mine, John Cena. Dun, 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 dun. I'm joking, James.
It's good, man.
Welcome to the podcast.
Thanks for having me.
So, first, as always, we have a trending theme,
Okay.
or an ongoing theme in this podcast, is with shedding new light
Okay.
on different people and different routes of life. Everybody's not going to be a basketball player,
Sure.
or a movie star, or a doctor if you're Filipino and like of the Asian community. You know,
I feel like you should.
that might have been too soon.
Maybe introduce me. Give me some background. On
Yeah.
that.
Okay. So,
how did we meet? And like.
you could be doing this.
I could, yeah.
All right. Well, no. How did we meet?
Yeah, go ahead.
No,
Yeah.
I'm asking you. You're supposed to tell them.
Oh,
Yes, you do your own introduction.
You're supposed to introduce me and give them some.
No, I did. I
context
said
on
John
me.
Cena, James, Murphy.
You gotta give me a spiel though.
Okay,
like,
give me your card.
my card. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so how I know James is we grew up in the area together.
What area?
This guy's starting his talk show.
Are
This guy
the-
is in Bleecker Street.
Are the people from
In Bleecker
there?
Street, shout out to Bleaks Day. Coming to a street near you,
Yeah.
Saturday, August 7th. Feel free to look in the link for the donation. We grew up together in Bleecker, and that's not the point. Let's get back to the point.
Yeah.
James Maverick of Maverick's General Contracting. Now, it's interesting because you probably don't understand how he got here, because most people go through school and become a journeyman and
Sure, yeah.
and they go that route. But your journey is a little different.
A little bit different, yeah. You want me to touch upon it?
Please.
Yeah, so I dropped out of high school in grade 10, I think it was.
Yeah.
Um,
Wait. Let's stay there for a second.
sure, yeah.
Like, you grew up, mom, dad.
Divorced.
Okay. No.
Yeah.
So separate house.
Separate house.
Okay. So.
Bouncing back and forth.
Okay. So how did?
Scarborough, downtown, back to Scarborough, downtown.
Okay. So what?
Sherburne and Dundas.
What
Bleecker.
were Pembroke?
Yeah, Sherburne and Dundas up the street, north of Pembroke, yeah.
Okay.
Great area, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
But
Lovely people.
when you came home,
Yeah,
how long before you dropped out? I'm sure you were thinking about it.
yeah. Well, the motivation to drop out was to start making money, right?
That was the only thing. It wasn't that like fuck school.
No, it was never fuck school. It was just bored of what they were teaching me. Like, I felt like what I was learning wasn't going to help me in my life. And I understood school was mostly to teach you punctuality, to teach you how to fall into a way of learning and to, I guess you could say, conform to a system of things that'll help you in life. People go to work, they clock in, they clock out. They get used to being punctual, showing up on time. Yeah, so it was great, but I felt like I was, like we grew up, I guess we grew up a little fast.
Yeah.
Like,
So hold on. Sorry to cut you off. When you did initially drop out, what was the reaction? I don't want to miss. Like I'm curious to see like.
from who? Parents?
Yeah, both of them.
Well, I didn't really tell them, right? So
Oh, so
it was weird. Somehow, like the school didn't call home, or
you
yeah,
just
it was
stop
weird,
going to
like-
school.
Yeah, just kind of gradually, just.
How long?
Gradually
How long
fizzled
after?
out.
How long after you dropped out did they find out?
Honestly, I don't remember. It's so long now, but yeah, I told my dad. My dad's the same way. He's the same train of thought, right? He always was running his own business, doing his own thing, very anti-conforming and stuff like that. My mom, obviously, she's a mom, so she's very more empathetic and
She cares about.
yeah,
she's
you gotta
worried
go to
about you.
school.
She's worried
Yeah,
about
she's
you.
worried, right? As women are, so
Yep.
as moms are, but yeah, so the reactions were obviously mixed, but yeah, it was just for me, it was just the motivation to get into the world, educate myself about the things I wanted to know. With the internet, so much free knowledge out there.
Yeah, but you were in your head, you were really like, yo.
I sat in class, and
Uh-huh.
I remember specifically being in English class and asking to read a book that I didn't care about, fictional books, and nothing fact-based, nothing in the world that happened.
Yeah.
Somebody's story they created, and read it and read a report, and it was just a waste of my time. I didn't see how this was going to help my future at all.
I was the same way.
Yeah, so
I just never wrote the report.
So I was there, right? And I don't want to sound, I don't want to sound conceited. I just felt like I was more prepared for life, and I was more educated just in common sense and just basic understanding of just simple things that'll get you through life, right? And the rest you can teach yourself. Like,
yeah.
Back then there was YouTube, there was the internet had everything.
Back then.
Yeah, I mean that was 15 years ago, right? So
yeah,
it doesn't. You say back then, it doesn't seem like a long time, but it was a long time ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I didn't like the curriculum they were teaching me. It was wasting my time. I was watching my parents struggle. We're from the same place, not to marginalize any of us, but we weren't rich.
Lakes.
Yeah, like we weren't rich. You know, it was hard to pay rent. It was hard to pay bills. My mom was putting herself through school. My dad was working on his own, struggling. So it was a motivation to get out there and just get money. And it seemed so simple to get out there and get money. And the time I was sitting in class, I felt like I was wasting that time when I could be out getting a head start.
Yeah.
And that's what motivated me to drop out. And I didn't, and honestly, like, foreshadowing, obviously, it hasn't hindered me in my life one bit, right?
Yeah.
And I have friends that have gone to college and gone to university, and, you know, a lot of them now work at Starbucks or...
That's the trademark.
Yeah,
that's the trademark one.
Yeah,
right?
It's nothing, there's no negative connotation attached to that. Like, do what you do, but...
No, it's not on them. It
Yeah,
is
it's
negative
on
on the
the
school
system.
system. Like,
Yeah,
what
it's
the fuck
on
would
the
I
system.
go pay $80,000 worth of school?
That's it, right?
Owe the government $100,000 because it took OSAP, and they gave me $20,000 a year, and you know it takes us like 6 years to finish school.
So you went to university, you know how it is. But you come out and...
I did. I dropped out though.
Yeah, that's okay.
Wait, I did. Or did I?
Yeah.
Or did
But
I?
yeah, by the time you're finished your degree and you're tens of thousands of dollars in debt, the field might be filled up, or they're paying $16-17 an hour. And if you live in Toronto, that's just not enough money to live, right? So, and
right there. Sorry. Yeah, right there. Look, right there. Yeah, that one. No, look. The word. Yeah.
Do we edit or do we just run?
No, we're just running through.
Okay, cool.
Now we forgot to plug in the charger, so it might die. So hopefully, hold on to your socks.
You know everything you need to know by then.
Exactly. No. Yeah. No. Continue on, bro.
Yeah. So going back to that, that was the motivation to.
Oh shit! You guys almost got a little YouTube spill.
We almost lost our host.
Yeah. So that was the motivation.
That was the motivation to drop out, and I just said, hey, I wanted to get a head start on life and start working and start building something for myself, and that's what happened. So I dropped out. I just started working. I started educating myself about how to open a business, how to make it proper with an HST number, what I needed in terms of licensing, insurance, finding out the trade I could go into without requiring licensing experience, right?
Yeah.
Just getting out there, hustling, educating myself about the path of least resistance to get my foot in the door, and then just trying to ting.
And you did that, like, you didn't, because your dad was doing his own thing too, right?
Yeah.
You didn't ask him, or was like...
Yeah, I worked with him, but he was doing his own thing, but nothing crazy official, nothing big scale,
but
enough to pay our bills, right?
Did he? No, but I'm saying, like, I'm thinking more. Did he help you, like, in terms of educating yourself? Were you really, like, on YouTube?
Yeah, I was literally on YouTube and on the internet, just Googling, how to open how to start a sole proprietorship.
Yeah.
Whether to open a corporation or open a sole proprietorship. Do I need an HST number? How to kind of, finesse to do the least amount of things possible to run the business.
Yeah. Where
it would be legit, and I could go to people, and even though I was young, as a kid, they would take me seriously because I had all my ducks in a row, and so it was a lot of just self-education, and then if I would get a job, like I would get a job, let's say framing, right, a house, not know a thing about framing,
and Google it,
and cram 30 hours of YouTube, literally, and show up to do the quote or show up to the job, and Google all the terms and teach myself all the terms.
You're there.
Just use buzzwords and people be like, oh, this kid knows what he's talking about, right? Yeah, he knows the words.
Spectacular.
Yeah, and then a lot of trial through error and a lot of just education using the internet. It's free. It's free knowledge, and if you're able to pick through it and sift out the misinformation and educate yourself on the right way to do things, you can teach yourself your own curriculum. You don't have to follow the curriculum that our school puts in place. And I'm not telling anyone not to go to school or.
I am.
High school's great.
Dropout.
Yeah, it teaches you punctuation.
No, it does. Punctuation. You learn that in elementary school.
Yeah, just showing up on time, how to write an essay, how to articulate yourself. Some people know that stuff.
Yeah.
Some people don't, right? The system is good for people that need that stuff. Some people don't. If you don't and you feel you can go out into the world and make something for yourself, then take a shot, right?
Yeah.
And if you have enough hustle, enough ambition, and you have some, I would say street smarts helps. It teaches you how to improvise and think outside the box. And wing it is a good term. And so that's how that came to be, and that's what I did. And there was a lot of trial and error, a lot of failure.
Yeah, how many like jobs do you take that you're like, I know what to do, and you fucked up?
All of them, yeah.
What do you mean, what?
All of them, yeah.
No, I'm saying, how many did you fuck up though?
All of them. But not enough that it wasn't repairable, right?
Okay.
So I didn't make as much money as I could,
Mm.
but I still made some money, enough to live and enough to learn, I guess, right?
Yeah, well,
I
that's
basically got paid to learn, and the money I lost in mistakes were just lessons that I paid for.
Yeah. Oh, so
it was school. Yeah, exactly, right? So, and I'm not going to give specific stories because if those people ever end up watching, but there was like I went into buildings and did like massive work that should have required someone with 25 years experience, and me and my brother went in and we did the work and we charged a crazy amount of money. But we had the insurance, we had the WSIB, we had a registered company, and I was 20 years old, right?
Yeah.
So I went in.
How much?
How much money?
Did you charge?
Never talk about money.
Well, give us like how many figures?
A decent amount of money. Like, yeah. So
I hate all these humble people. I just hate them, man.
Talking about money is.
You're not talking about money. You're just talking. We're just giving a ball field.
Yeah, it's not classy.
Number so like to inspire people. We're not. You're not bragging. I'm just trying to get you excited.
When you're 20,
the people excited.
When you're 20 and you're on your own, tens of thousands of dollars is a shit ton of money.
So
some people make that in a year.
I just say that. Just say that. Oh, in a year.
Yeah, some people make that in a year. So to make that in a few weeks is crazy, right? And
humble brag.
Yeah, and
that's what
I basically.
Sorry. I don't. I'm just saying, Charlie and Christina, like, see, you gotta give a little, take a little.
Yeah.
But go on, sorry.
So I finessed it all, right? And it was something I never did before, and I just I googled it and I learned and I put myself really through what school would put you through.
Yeah.
Hours of learning and hours of studying and testing yourself, and I felt like I just educated myself, and I went in there and I did it, and I leaned on some people I knew that were in the industry, and hey, can I pick your brain? Can you give me some advice? Staying in people's pockets, right? Hey, what are you doing? How do you do this? Blah, blah, blah. Called the master plumber I knew and just said, hey, run me through this real quick because I'm here. And that building was up the block at Sherman and Jarvis and Dundas. So local.
The one on the northeast side?
Yeah, so I finessed myself in there, and before I knew it, I was sitting on the board of directors as a construction advisor, and this is all just finesse, right? Just telling them and it wasn't a lie. Was it embellished? Maybe a little bit, but this was
the omission, more of omission.
100%. So I told them, hey, this is my experience, and this is what I've done, and here's my resume. It's wordy, it sounds good, right? These are not lies, but it's embellished, as I said.
Yeah.
And they liked it, and bam, on the board. So all it is I guess, the old term, fake it till you make it. Have the confidence. Confidence will get you a long way.
And work your ass off.
Back up your confidence. Educate yourself with the things you want to know. All the information is out there to learn. If you're intuitive enough to find the correct information, teach yourself about it, and then you have the skills to apply it in the field, in the real world, you can be successful in anything. One day I picked up a camera and I wanted to take photos, and I started taking photos, and then I wanted to play quarterback, and I started playing quarterback. And I wanted to do plumbing, I started doing plumbing. And I wanted to, anything you want to do, you can teach yourself how to do.
So pretty much you're saying you should be sponsored by Nike because you just
I wish, man.
do it.
I wish.
No, wait, hold on. I wanna ask you a specific question.
Yeah,
I think someone's gonna be interested. Like you're Mavericks general contracting, but what is your like specialty? Like what is it that you like specialize in that you do on a regular basis?
So we do a lot of interior fit outs for commercial, like say if Gap was doing a store, go in there, fit out the store. Imagine an empty white box of a room, right? Build whatever they want: walls, rooms, shelves, millwork, stuff like that.
Yeah.
A lot of residential stuff in houses, complete guts, renos, new kitchens, bathrooms, industrial stuff, waterproofing, landscaping, pretty much everything under the sun, right? And
but you're more, because I remember me talking to you earlier, like you residential, but you're moving more into the commercial space. Is that
that's
like
where the
more,
money is, right?
Yeah.
So I was recently with the company, and I got signed on to do project management for them. And again, something I didn't go to school for.
Yeah.
I was not qualified to do it.
Well, I mean, you were based off your experience,
100%.
but not like
based off work
school-wise.
experience.
Yeah.
But if we're speaking traditional qualification, hey, do you have a degree in this? Do you have a certificate? No. But I did it, and it worked out fantastically. We built 10 weed stores, the Hobo Fish Love Cannabis.
Yes, I've seen that.
Yeah, we built all of those,
snaps.
and it's just another example of how it's something I wasn't prepared or qualified for, but I just showed up every day, which is the big part. I tell everybody that works for me, if you show up every day, that's 75% of the task there, and then the rest you can just learn as you go. And if you ask questions and you have a bit of common sense, which isn't as common nowadays, but if you have that, it's easy to teach yourself the things you want to learn if you're willing to really be diligent in learning it and then applying it in the field and not being afraid to fail. But when you fail, understand why you failed, how you failed, and how the next time you're going to do it correctly. If you can do all of that in 365 days, you can make a massive improvement in your general life skills, right?
Yeah.
You shouldn't ever feel like there's something in life that you want to do that you can't pick up and learn yourself. Teach yourself. The internet is just this crazy resource with anything you could possibly want to learn or are interested about.
Yeah.
And you can do it. It's simple. I did it my entire career, and now, inshallah, finally having success.
Inshallah. You know he's from Bleecker because he said inshallah.
Yeah, finally having success.
What do ya?
Finally having success. And this is 15 years, right?
Yeah.
So I opened the company when I was 15, and we didn't make a dollar.
Yeah.
But the important thing to me was to have that
foundation
time established.
Okay.
We've been in business for 15 years.
Yes.
So when people see the company, it's not like, oh, it's a new company, 5 years old.
Yes.
15-year-old company. I made no money for 5 years.
Yeah.
Enough money to pay the bills and survive, barely. Moving every year, and you know the story, right? So, but now it all paid off because we're starting to finally be successful and get bigger jobs and grow the company, and it's enabled me to hire guys from the neighborhood.
Yeah, yes, you do all the time, every time.
My own family members.
Me.
You?
I'm on the payroll. It's just when I want to go.
Team, yeah.
And even no, you know what? But remember, I called you like maybe it might have been a year ago. And I'm like, yo, I want to work with you, but I don't want to get paid. I just want to see what it is you're doing.
Yeah, no doubt.
But it was more for my house.
And that's what it is, right? Like I tell everybody that works with me, we're working together. You don't work for me, and really creating that family atmosphere is great.
Say it again. Say it again.
I tell everyone we work together. You don't work for me. I don't want to be a boss, and I don't want to be controlling. I want the feel to be that people are there working for the greater good of themselves and us as a core group, right?
Yeah.
I've always had a problem with feeling like I'm going to work for an hourly paycheck and somebody wants me to do more work in a shorter amount of time, which thus makes me less money because I get paid by the hour.
Yeah.
Makes them more money. So when I decided to start hiring people and working with people, I had to figure out that that conundrum of how am I going to motivate people to work hard
Yeah.
and not get less money, right? So you make people feel part of the company, you pay them well, you give them incentives, they finish early, you pay them for an extra few hours.
Yeah, like piecework kind of.
Yeah, and so I've been blessed to hire, like we did the 10 weed stores, and I hired 10 of my closest friends, and they also had no business doing that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They were not construction workers, they were not tradesmen, and I could have made, a lot more money hiring professionals, but
Yeah.
for me it was worth it to hire them because I got to hang out with them every single day. And see them every day, and my own brother, my two brothers,
Yeah.
Bray and Jay, my dad,
Yeah. My heart.
a bunch of my friends, guys from the neighborhood, and hung out with them every day. We all learned a shitload. A lot of them took those skills, and now they're in the union making good money.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was it's creating this family atmosphere, I guess, of working together and having control of your own destiny and not working for someone.
Yeah.
That old saying, building your own dream. And
What's next? Where do you 15 years gone by, you've done like the unspeakable.
Sure.
Like, this but the path of the least traveled path.
Yeah.
You know the path that people don't go
Yeah,
down,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
You're on the path.
Sure.
Right now there's just bushes in front of you because this is
sure.
uncharted territory.
Yeah.
What do you want? Is it something you want? And don't give me no philosophical answer, because I see you already got us. You already won. Like tears were in the eyes. So I want in your head.
I don't know.
Off the top of your head. 10 years. What do you want for your company?
Just keep doing the same stuff. Just on a bigger scale.
No. Okay. Well, how big? That's what we want to know.
Big enough to someone calls me and says, "Hey, I need a job." I've always been able. If someone called me and said, "Hey, I need a job," they got a job like the next day.
Mm-hmm.
So doing that on a bigger scale would be great. Hey, I need a job. Okay, I got something for you. Putting people in better positions, right? Being able to pay these guys instead of hourly, be able to pay them salary, a lot of money. Being able to donate a bunch of money to Bleaks Day.
Let's go!
And that would be and having enough money to make a change in things that I want to make a change in. Right?
Mm-hmm. Can you give me an example of something you want to change?
Yeah, lots of things. I would rather be working with animals, and helping animals.
Like in a zoo?
No, in like a sanctuary type thing,
What? I don't know.
Yeah, like saving animals, helping animals, rescuing animals. That's what I want to do.
Fuck! He lost us. You goddamn lost us.
That's what I want to do.
I don't know. What do you mean? Like you go to Africa?
Yeah, why not? Wherever.
Or like where?
Yeah,
or the north?
Thailand, Indonesia, wherever.
See, this is the problem with white people.
Yeah.
No, that's good. Okay. So
it's what I'd rather be doing, because
Yeah.
right now I'm just working for money. I love doing what I do because I like working with my hands. I like building stuff. It's cool to go into someone's house that you built.
Yeah.
And they love it. Their family's there. They enjoy it. But I'm just working for money.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not working for what I love.
Yeah.
I'm not working to help the world or to make a difference or to solve problems.
Mm-hmm.
I'm working for money. I saw something on Instagram. It's like, what do you do for money? People always ask, what do you do for work? And someone said, ask me what I do for the world. Ask me. So yeah, I want to do stuff that.
But specifically with animals.
Yeah, I love animals. You don't love animals? You have a dog.
No, I love my dog.
Yeah.
I don't think I love all animals.
I do. So yeah.
Like cats.
Yeah, I love cats.
Polar bears.
I've never met one, but I probably love
Mice.
Yeah, why not?
Cockroaches.
Everything gross.
Okay, that's okay. Okay, so you want to
help?
help?
That's not an animal. That's an insect.
An insect is an animal.
Yeah, God's creatures are all precious, but cockroaches, a lot of them growing up the street.
Yeah, I feel you.
Well, but I feel like now I'm doing stuff for money, and if I had a choice, obviously, if money wasn't an object. And Toronto's crazy expensive. It's ridiculous. Just the amount of money that I just have to spend to live and to run the business and the government takes is just sickening. And the money they waste on stupid things. Remember when they did the bike lanes on Jarvis?
That's the worst thing.
Tore up the bike lanes on Jarvis.
That's the worst thing they've ever done.
Back on Jarvis.
Sorry. Questions.
Yeah,
Not to stop your pensions, but I think it's interesting to know. Are you still a sole proprietor, or you moved to corporation?
No, we're a corporation now. Yeah. So we moved to corporation for just legal purposes.
Yeah, I feel like I want to
touch on
tap
it?
into that a little bit more.
Yeah, so when you're a sole proprietor, basically you can operate under your own name
Mm-hmm.
as long as you don't put any prefixes or suffixes. So you could do, can I say your name on the camera? Did everybody know your real name?
Yeah.
You could be Errol Brooks Construction.
Yeah.
You have to register that. You
Mhm.
could just operate under Errol Brooks.
Yes.
Now,
I do have one.
yeah, there you go. So the money is tied to your name, right? So you
Mhm.
file it on your personal income tax, blah, blah, blah. But also the liability is attached to your name. So when you start a corporation, you basically create a separate entity. So think of it as creating a new person in the world, right? And that's how you really got to look at it. So that new person, is the easiest way I explain it to people, is the one that makes the money.
Yeah.
So the money's no longer tied to you. So someone could sue you or the company. It won't have any impact on your personal assets or the company's assets, whatever way it goes, you or them.
Yeah, whoever's getting sued.
Yeah, so it's important to protect yourself and just tax benefits with having a corporation.
Yeah, I think that's a big reason. Like they say, like you can like there's things that you can
Yeah,
do.
so
to,
when you're an individual, right? You get paid and then they take the tax. That's the money you get. When you're a business or corporation, you get paid. You have expenses.
Yes.
Then they take the tax.
Mhm.
So it's a big difference on the amount you're taxed on. Tax is also a lot lower. You can pay yourself dividends. There's a lot of stuff you can do.
Yeah, the ways around.
Yeah.
And
so,
do you have at this point do you have an accountant or do you still do things on your own?
Yeah, so I use QuickBooks, which is just an online accounting
So
software.
you do it though.
Yeah, it's easy.
So
it's plug and play basically.
No, but at some point you're gonna need an accountant.
Yeah, I mean, again, inshallah, God willing, I'll need an
Mhm.
accountant. So if things get bigger, right now, money is good enough to live, good enough to share, support my family and my friends.
Mhm.
Like I said, if it ever got big enough, it'd be great to do bigger things, do things that matter to the world rather
Yeah.
than just.
No, for sure.
I personally don't care if we build a bunch of weed stores and people get more places to buy weed, or if we build another Gap and they have more places to buy.
No, but
clothes.
you're looking at the wrong way because
Yeah.
you're not. Forget about that.
Yeah.
Think about the 10 family members and friends that you provided a place to work.
Yeah,
with.
that's what I mean.
Like that, you're already making an impact, and
yeah,
I think
but I would still have them, but doing something more impactful, right? More meaningful.
But I think no. See, I think it is that impactful. It's just that you're not.
Yeah.
For you, and your vision is bigger, which is understandable.
Yeah, opinions.
So
for sure.
yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's.
no doubt.
So hold on, I have a question.
Sure.
If I'm a kid, right, and I'm watching this podcast, or I'm somebody who's watching this
Yeah,
podcast,
yeah.
and they're like, "Yo, the fuck I want? How can I
Yeah.
how can I? What if I want to? Can I come learn?
Sure.
Maybe they don't want to. Maybe yo, hey James, I want to apprentice. Like, what can
Yeah, yeah.
is there some kind of way we could?
Yeah. Go to the website. You can plug in the website.
I think you should say it though too because I'm not
It's
really
a
technical
super
savvy.
long website, so get Barzo to plug it in and put it on the screen.
Yes, it's Mavericks General Contracting. .com.
Yeah, it's a very long, wordy
It was-
website.
That was definitely
When you type it though, it's
okay,
like,
Mavericks General
it's
Contracting.com, and just they can
yeah, they can reach out. I've had people say, "Hey, my younger brother, needs some guidance, needs some whatever." But they came, they helped sweep up, they clean, they learn.
No,
It's
that's
good.
awesome. That's awesome.
But if you're that kid, first you got to ask yourself what you're made out of, because there's some people in this world that are meant to work a job and sign in and sign out,
Yeah.
and there's some people that have the ambition and the life skills to do it themselves. If you're not the latter, then make sure you don't compromise your own future by trying to follow this crazy ambitious path that I followed. It's tough, dude. Like, not having a paycheck, if you don't go to work and you don't find the work, there's no money. I don't get a paycheck every week. If I don't go out and find the work and do the work, and I don't get paid.
You don't work. You don't work. You don't eat.
That's it. You don't work, you don't eat.
Trust me.
Yeah, and it's the pressure of having 10 people work for you, and those people's livelihood depends on
And
you,
if
right?
you don't work, they don't eat. Whoa.
So if you don't have work for them, what do? They sit. They all got rent, car payments, bills, insurance, all that shit, right? So it's a lot of pressure, but it's rewarding because you get to be your own boss and do what you want, and it's definitely worth it. But it's definitely everybody. People say you work for yourself. It's 80 hours a week instead of 40 hours a week. It's true. So, but yeah, it's definitely worth it. So you just got to decide what you want to do in life, right? And I guess what you're made out of, if it's something you want to do.
Honestly, I'm speechless. First off, no. Actually, I'm not speechless.
You're
Let
never speechless.
me tell you something. He just trying to come and take my fucking job, okay? You stay on the contracting side.
Yeah.
Let me do the podcast.
Go for it.
He
What do
just
you want to know?
He came in here, I don't. It's honestly, there's nothing else. It's honestly, if there's anything else I want to touch on, you told kids how they can contact you, how they can learn, how they can. You told us how you started. You told us what you wanted. Is it because of Dumbo, like Lion King, like that you're attached to these animals thing?
Big impact on me as a kid, Dumbo for sure.
No, you know even Lion King, all of them simple.
Yeah, big impact.
Other than that, I don't even have any jokes for this guy. This is crazy.
You don't like animals?
No, I do, but like.
Why wouldn't you want to work with animals? What do you want to do? If money wasn't an object?
Here he goes
what would you want to
podcasting. Okay, let me tell you what I want to do.
Just to get some perspective.
This is good.
Yeah.
What I want to do.
It's a hard one, right?
No. Well, you know what? It's
Some people say I want to lay on a beach and go on a yacht, but that gets boring.
No, no. I'm doing it now, and I'm doing it through Bleak's.
This, right? And
well, for
Bleak's
sure.
Yeah.
The podcast is like I love doing the podcast.
But now imagine when you get to a place where you don't have to
go to work.
Penny pinch. Hey, we got a budget for this.
Yes. You're right.
There's so much more you want to do, right?
No, you're right. No, but you're right. No, but
yeah,
I am doing. I'm doing what I want right now. Like I'm doing the podcast because, like, I just I love talking to new people and getting new perspectives.
100%.
And what else do I love? I love kids.
Yeah.
Like in a good way, not like a weird way. Like I heard how that came off. I understand it. No,
you're the only one thinking it.
No, I see some faces in the background, but
no,
I want to do everything I can do right now because about 5 years ago, 7 years ago. It was right before the draft, right?
Yeah.
And I remember I was telling Courtney, like, listen, I wanna make an impact.
Yeah.
I wanna give back to the community. I wanna do
I
wanna do all these things, right?
100%.
I want it's the dream. You build yourself up.
Yeah. No
you make it and you give back. And then she said something to me that was so profound, but it was about herself though. But I just related because she's like this. Well, why can't we do stuff now?
Yeah.
But then I'm like, yo, shit.
100%.
Why can't we do stuff now? Like so, it's like. If I want to give back, give back.
100%.
Even though I might be penny pinching.
Yes.
So if you have to go save a couple dogs or things.
That's like if money wasn't an object, If I didn't have to.
No, I know, but I'm saying, my point is, if you can take anything from this podcast is don't wait.
Well, I'm not. We donate to charity every year. So we have a charity. We have a Christmas poker tournament, and we donate to sick kids, and we donate money to animals every month. A few different organizations.
I'm done with this guy.
Hey man, do what you can. We're gonna donate to Bleak's Day.
You're damn right you are.
Yeah, sure.
Wow, honestly, every time someone comes on this podcast, we learn something new about them. Like I know you.
What did you learn new?
No, it's just like
we've known each other for 15 years.
I know,
maybe longer.
Longer than that.
You think so? 20 years?
Yeah, for sure. But it's like in depth, like it's like people are more complicated than you think.
How often do you sit down and have like these conversations with someone?
Every week.
Well, I mean, outside
for the last 9 weeks.
Outside of the podcast.
No, honestly, when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Well,
that's the thing,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but that I love that. It's like
it's good. Yeah,
it's rewarding. Like, and me, like I'm not that interesting. So I like to talk to interesting people.
You're very interesting. Yeah.
I know.
It's good. I get to have these talks with people on the job site, and it's great, man. It's working with them and seeing them grow and go on to bigger things or stay and.
He's like Eddie. He's a long-winded motherfucker. So what I want to say is this. Honestly, I promise you, there's been ups and downs and like, the heart.
Yeah.
Is yours. So I want to. Is there anything you want to say to people? The floor is yours. You have 15 seconds.
Is this the plugs?
This is the plug. Yes, we want all the plugs right now because honestly, you did it.
Are you gonna put this on the screen? Go to the website. Check it out.
I'm not really that savvy.
Barzo can do it though.
Okay, Barzo is the producer.
Check out the website if you need any work or you just want to get in the trades. You want any advice? Check out my brother just released these hats. There's a whole clothing line.
Can we see? Can we get a little? Can you tell us about it?
So it's mine and yours official. Mine X yours official on Instagram. My blood brother Jay, great kid.
Man,
of course. He's starting to start his own thing. Are you gonna model it for us?
Yeah.
It's good, right?
It fits nice.
You can have it. It's brand new.
I was definitely gonna say. Like,
yeah, you can have it.
So everyone who comes on the podcast, bring something with you.
I gotta bring a gift to the podcast.
God damn it!
And yeah, so check him out on Instagram. Put the link. You can put the link.
Yeah, okay, send me the link and we'll put it up.
Yeah, put the link to the website. Like I said, you can come get some work experience if you need a job. JJ just started working with us.
Sick.
Anybody that asks for a job gets a job. There's always something to do.
All right.
And I believe in hiring people within the family and not going to, Craigslist or whatever and finding random people. Keep it in the family. Grow the core group. We all can be successful together.
Work-life balance? What about that?
Oh, you want to talk about a work-life balance?
No. See, this is why I ban people from talking in the back.
We can touch on it quick.
No. We're done. No, trust me. You're going to be back for everyone who I had on the podcast is going to come back. I just want to, trust me, the informative, then we're going to get crazy.
Yeah.
But today...
Oh, last thing I want to touch on.
Here we go.
My dad walked across Canada with his dog for charity a few years ago, and he didn't want any media coverage, nothing, right? He just did it to do it.
Yeah.
He's that type of guy.
Yeah.
He's the guy that I'm a clone of him, right? This is everything you're hearing and all of this this worldly knowledge and my demeanor and my mentality is all from him. So anyways, he walked across Canada with his dog for charity. It was a very low-key thing. We're gonna do it again, and we're gonna do it a little more in the spotlight this time.
Are you walking?
I will not. But I'm gonna push it. I'm gonna help him push it more. He's not very tech savvy. Ooh. I'm gonna help him push it more with coverage. When that happens, I'd love to be back on the podcast.
Oh, 100%.
Plug it in.
And in my head, I'm thinking like walking across Canada. How you do that? We're gonna talk off the air. Absolutely.
You want to get him on the podcast so he can tell you about the whole journey?
100%.
I met him along the way at different points, and it was crazy. Did some walking the last few hundred kilometers in BC. Yeah, it was crazy. A crazy experience.
Yeah. No. When is he gonna plan on doing it?
He wants to do it sooner than later. So, yeah. We'll see. What happens.
100%. He's coming on.
Yeah.
You're coming on. I have some connections in my head that I think I'm gonna be crazy.
Yeah, no doubt.
Hold on.
And he was, he was like a father to the neighborhood, right? A lot of these kids taught him how to throw a baseball and how to throw a football. And so a lot of these guys know him, and it'd be good to have him on, I think.
No, awesome. No, I think I'm ready for it. Yeah, and 100%. I think we're going to finish with a high five. This is the Page Go motherfucking podcast.